And finally, in this video, we are going to discuss how it's important to click all of the links in the Facebook terms and conditions information. Once again, the link is www.facebook.com/legal/terms. And what I mean by click all the links is that Facebook has buried information. So if a person's not clicking on all of the links in the terms and conditions, they're not getting the full story to how their rights may or may not be affected by all the different areas of Facebook. For example, if we scroll down through really quickly, we see there's Facebook principles. There's also the Facebook data use policy. There's also a link to privacy. There's also a link to application settings. And these things are repeated here and here. Once again, data use policy down here, and there's also a link to platform page. And if we keep scrolling, we're going to see additional information such as promotion guidelines. So if you're a business and you're deciding that you want to promote your business product or services on Facebook, you really need to pay attention to the promotion guidelines. And if we continue to scroll, there's other important links such as how to report claims of intellectual property infringement. We talked about this in the first video in the sense where you are not allowed to use intellectual properties of others and others aren't allowed to use your intellectual property. Well, if you found that your photographs or videos are being used by another user on Facebook and they're doing so without your permission, it's important to know how to find out how to report a claim of intellectual property infringement. Moving forward, if you make payment on Facebook or use Facebook credits, you also need to agree to their payment terms, which can be found here. There's also the Facebook platform policies. And if you are an application developer, you also need to read the developer application, and you will need to include your privacy policy URL. And once again, it repeats additional information on Facebook platform policies. Another link to privacy settings, payment terms, and advertising guidelines. Another link to page terms. And then you have the Facebook site governance page. And then under special provisions applicable to users outside of the United States, certain specific terms that apply only for German users can be found here. And way at the bottom of the page, there's a couple additional ones, such as the community standards, which these guidelines outline your expectations regarding the content you post to Facebook and your activity on Facebook. And everything that we went over above is listed here: data use, payment, platform, Facebook platform policies, advertising guidelines, promotion guidelines, Facebook brand resources, which is another one that's simply listed here at the bottom, how to report claims of intellectual property infringement, page terms, and community standards. So as you can see, it's not just important to read over the general Facebook legal terms, also known as their terms and conditions. It's very important to go down through this document or this web page and click on every single link to see how and if it's applicable to you. If you're not clicking on the links to the additional information, you may once again be missing relevant and important information that can help you decide whether or not using Facebook is right for you, and also help you figure out how your privacy is or is not used and how your rights are and are not protected while using Facebook.